Hello everyone, my name is Bill Hood and today we are going to talk about the McLeod Drivers application. We're going to do just a kind of a brief run through. We're going to show you how to run a load from coming through from the deadhead to booking the load or to bring the load in, to providing your updates, to submitting a bill of lading, and closing everything out and going through the whole process with some explanations of why we do certain things. We've gotten a lot of questions. Taking a look at the application, we realize that maybe some of the explanations back and forth between why it's set up certain ways. There's certain protections that are put in there for both the carrier and the driver. On the driver side, a lot of the protections are really there to make sure that your settlements come out correctly and taking a lot of the human error factor out of that. So without any further delay, let's go take a look at the app. All right, here we are in the taking screenshots of the phone or live video of the phone. And as you can see there, we have the application on the phone. What's really nice what McLeod does is they actually brand the application to the carrier. So a person just has to go to the App Store and search for the carrier name, and they'll see the driver app and able to download it for free. And then you give them a username and password, or the carrier gives the person username and password. So here we're looking at the main screen. And what I'm going to do, rather than go down one by one all the different pieces, right now we're just going to cover effectively working a load all the way through. So here we have, as far as we take a look at the current assignment, this is basically showing, because we see no load number on here, this is a deadhead move. So this is the system automatically generates this move and there's no load number. You have to do nothing with this load. It's telling you the load 4007138 is the load that's coming up, and this is a deadhead move coming into that. So if we go and we click on my loads, you're going to see there that I have two loads, and they go reverse chronological order. So I got 4007138 down on the bottom there, which is showing me Memphis, Selinsgrove, PA. We can click on that and it's going to give us some more detailed information about where we are going. I can swipe to from right to left and it will show me the pickup and the delivery. So I can click on the pickup and it's going to show me the information that's in there for the pickup. So now we arrive. We're back on the main screen. We just pulled up, we met the guard shack, we arrived at the shipper. So we're going to go to mobile communication. Up on the right hand, you see kind of there's a little plus sign next to the mobile communications. We click on that, and that's going to give us our free form. So please select a form. We click on that, and it drives us down as far as you can do free form communication, or we've got some preset ones. So in this case, we're going to say we arrived at the shipper. So that's going to say arrived at the shipper. There's nothing else we need to do on that. So then we just click the little arrow, and that has sent the message off successfully. So now if we go back to current assignments, you can still see that, hey, this is still showing me the deadhead move. What happens is until you actually get loaded and everything gets in correctly, we don't actually pull it into the loaded section, which is when it gets assigned. So we go back here. So now we say, okay, we got loaded. So we're going to go back to mobile communications and we're going to click on the plus. We're going to go down here and now we're going to say depart shipper, that number 3 there. So now here's where we enter the load. So in this case, we had load number 4007138. Okay. Now that is all the information as far as on our side we require, but you still want to, or the system requires, but we still require that for the F2F side that you do enter the bill of lading number of pieces. So we'll do 23 pieces. The weight we're going to do 33,400 here on the weight, and you can put comments, you can put information in there if you like. And then we're going to hit that little arrow up mobile communication. That's going to send that off and it tells you down there a message was sent successfully. So now if we go back to current assignments, what we are going to see here is we now have that load in there and we have the information for where your delivery is going to be. So things are going well right along there, okay? So now I'm going to come back here. We arrived at the receiver. So I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to click down my free form and arrived at consignee. It's going to tell us don't forget to capture your bill lading image before departing. Okay, so we're there. We don't have to enter anything else. We just go ahead and hit that. Message is sent off successfully. Okay, so everything's going great here, right? So now we come back. We're in the current assignment. We're in the load here, and if we scroll down the load, you see there's some things we can do as far as once we're in the load and we're on it. We can provide a position update. So I'm going to click on that, and what it's going to do is it's just going to take a GPS position and put a position update on there. You can actually ask for route details, which is going to give you directions, as you can see here, as far as between the two locations. We can capture a signature, which we don't do here, but has the ability where somebody can actually sign if you want to have that on there. But what we do want to do is before you leave is capture the image. So we click on capture image. Now there's a couple ways that you can do this here. Number one is you could have the image already done in an external source. So we like to use CamScan here quite a bit. So you can do CamScan, or this actually has quite a pretty sophisticated system here. So first thing you do is the type of document. We're going to click on that. We're going to say, hey, bill of lading. We're going to add the image, and I can say select the image to where it's going to go into our recent documents here. Back to select, we don't want that. Or I can say capture image. So if we do capture image, then what we have to do, don't pay attention to the image. This is just a one page from a paper application. We take a picture of that. I'm not going to do any adjustment to it. We're going to, hopefully it will take it that time. It's going to load the preview up. Looks like we liked it that time. Now, here's the other thing it does. You got the little slider. See the red bar with the dot on the bottom there? We can use that to adjust the darkness of the image, or we have some presets. So I can click on the various presets, and it will adjust the contrast. That one there looks the best to me. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, go ahead and apply that filter. And now that I have that done, what I have, if I go back up on the top where it says add image, I got the arrow on the side, that's going to send that image off. So now it's encoding and sending the image off. Of course, you got the confirmation number. I just usually keep that in my head for future reference. And we're all done as far as on sending that up. So now that we had that done, now we got one last thing we need to do is we need to go to mobile communications. We hit the plus sign again, select the forms, and do the empty call. It's going to come back and it's going to ask for a whole bunch of information. And what we want to do is 400-7138. Don't have to worry about any of that. It'd be nice if you can put the person who signed for it in there, because that will automatically get updated into the system. We click the button for the send, and message was sent successfully. And if I go back out and I look at my current load assignment, it's still going to have that one in there because it stays in there until we get we go to my loads. We go to my loads, and as you can see, it's highlighted in yellow and it says that it's been delivered. So we're all good on that. So that's a quick rundown as far as how to work through working a load in the F2F or the McLeod Driver application. Thank you very much, guys. So thank you for spending all that time. I know it kind of got a little in-depth there at some points. I'm sure I did not cover anything. I probably even brought up more questions. So while you're down there subscribing to the channel, and right down there in the link, go ahead and hit subscribe. In the comment section, there's links to McLeod if you have other questions about McLeod. But please feel free to ask questions in the comment section. If it's something where you want to see something, I can go ahead and I can record a very short video and show how to use just that particular feature. Or if you have questions or don't understand why something works, we'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much.